Alright, so this is episode 12 of Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. A little bit of a recap. We continue with Teiou's rehab journey, I suppose. We had a bit of shenanigan with her helping out the trainer by taking candid photos of other horse girls and writing notes about them. But we also had a nice conversation between her and Nature, and how Nature was planning on quitting racing because of her injuries, but then she saw how Teiou never gives up, and that really encourages her to go back to running, which was a nice little similarity for Nature and Teiou, especially with what had happened 2 episodes ago, so I thought that was really nice. I didn't mention that towards the end of last episode, just because I got so distracted with the Sun Yuri. And speaking of the Sun Yuri, we really had that Sun Yuri feeling, and I was like, wow, I can't believe it. So with Nature telling Teiou how she felt, and she's like, you should tell the others how you feel, you know, you should thank them and all that jazz. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So we had a nice little thank you scene to everybody except for sorry, I was about to say her last name. For Mcqueen. She had a bit of difficulty, but eventually she realized her feelings for Mcqueen, which is she looks up to her, and Mcqueen's like, wow, me too. So it was a nice little episode. I really enjoyed it. But how dare they try to up the Yuri factor? How dare they? But this is episode 12. I do have the full-length reaction up on Patreon, which you guys can check out either in the corner or in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. Alright, so that was episode 12 of Uma Musume. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I think I already said it, where I find it quite entertaining that in this running anime with horse girls, their main antagonists are their own legs. That's just how it goes, you know? Look, if somebody isn't breaking their leg, it's not Uma Musume at this point. But after the tribulation that we had with Teiou and her breaking her leg 3 times, now we have Mcqueen, who now has an incurable disease. And damn, dude, it hit Mcqueen hard. She injured her leg previously, back in episode 4 or 5 or something. But now, instead of this being a broken leg, this is a full-on disease, condition, disorder, whatever. It's an inflammation. All I know is itis. But yeah, she has an incurable condition, and that's even worse than just breaking your legs 3 times. Although the both of them now at least have something to share. They both have recurring conditions on their leg. God, how fucking sad. And you know what's even sadder is the fact that I didn't really feel much. I was kind of like, oh, that's really sad for Mcqueen. But I think I've been talking about how I feel a little of that irrational anger towards her, and I think and that's sort of been welling deep within me for the past, I don't know, since episode 4 or 5 or something. And that has still been welling within me, that when we're at the scene, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I understand, you know, it's sad. You can see the fucking rain coming down. This is a sad scene. The fucking orchestra are playing. The strings are coming in. It was a sad scene, but I that's genuinely that's all I thought. But I did like how it took a, what is it? It's a turn. It took a turn in Mcqueen being the one who was always cheering Mcqueen up and giving her all these inspirational quotes and all of that. And now that this incurable condition is happening to Mcqueen, it's Teiou's time to do what Mcqueen has been doing for her, so I thought that's pretty nice. And also consider that we have the last episode left. I assume we're going to see Teiou win the Arima Kinen, and I'm not super sure if we'll be able to see them actually do a race. Consider that Mcqueen has that incurable disease. Apparently it takes a whole year to do that, and this was something that I forgot to talk about, because again, I got distracted by the Sun Yuri factor in the last episode, but I was trying to figure out the timeline of this, because it's been quite the amount of time has passed quite a while, you know. Has it been 2 years now? Has it been 3 years? I think it's been 2 years at best, right? Because when Teiou was doing the candid shots and she was talking about nature, she said that nature's been unable to win, like go in first place, or she's been in third. Like she's been keeping a good consecutive record for like the past 2 years, and that's when I was thinking, oh, 2 years, so 2 years has passed since episode 1. So, I wonder if we're gonna have another time skip. That's the only thing that sort of bothered me a bit, was just because of the constant time skip that we had, and we don't really get much of the timeline and where we are. It kind of shows you the monthly dates, so like we kind of see the months here and there, but we don't really see the year. So that is something I'm always a little confused about when I was watching this anime, but you know, it's just minor thing, doesn't really matter. But yeah, overall, this was a really nice episode. I really enjoyed it, and how, you know, the tables have turned. And we get a nice little... I've been really enjoying how they've been switching up with the ending, so I really enjoyed that too. Although I will say, I do like the ending starting off with Teiou, and then I like the when the second verse hits in, and like you hear more of the instrumental coming in, and when Mcqueen joins in like that, I actually like that version a lot better than Mcqueen coming in and then Teiou coming into the second verse. But it's just some fucking nitpick that doesn't need to be said, but here it is, so I'm going to stop saying anything else before I ramble myself to non-existence. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next video.